Hey everybody, I have some time today, so I thought I'll stream a bit. I don't think I've ever streamed Elite Dangerous before, but I'm gonna do it now, and I'm gonna explain what I'm up to because there are interesting things that will be happening soon, and yeah, I'm gonna talk about that for a bit. So, but first of all, let's get going because as you can see. Um, I have quite a ways ahead of me, so I am currently here. I was on an expedition to Sec A, which I didn't really get there. I went around here somewhere. I don't know. I was out in the black for a few months. I haven't played Elite as much as I wanted or would have liked to, but I'm back into the game now with the new updates and everything, and it's quite interesting. But I had signed up a few months ago to the Distant Worlds Expedition 2, Distant Worlds 2. Um, but I had just noticed that it's next week. It starts on Sunday, and I want to be part of it. My problem is I'm here. This is the bubble. That's the bubble. So I'm headed all the way here to my home base in PSPF LF2. So I have, as you can see, 387 jumps still to go. I've been jumping a bit over the weekend, but there's still a lot of stuff to do. So I'll just get going. I thought I wanted to play a bit of Elite now today, before I had to go into town to take care of a bit of few things. I'm actually taking a day off. I worked pretty much all of the weekend on stories for Heise, so I'm just taking a bit of time off. And yes, so I'm trying to get back there, because I need to. I'm actually not quite sure what I want to do. So wait, if you wait, this. Oh god, I hate this new mechanic with this. I need to get. I need to get used to this whole scanning stuff. Now, if I get out of that, I can honk stars again. I don't know why that is, but that's the way it is. So what I can actually show you is what my ship looks like. Wait a second. Okay. See this? Ooh. Ship looks a bit. Oh god, can't see this. Have to get on the other side where the sunlight is. Whee! See my livery? This is months in the black. 0% paint job done. Left. So I need to, at the minimum, I need to paint the ship, right? Actually, also, my jump range isn't optimal. I don't think I have time to get any engineering done. I've actually never done that before, so. But you know, I could maybe ditch the SRV and ditch a bit of the weight, so that I can get my, as you can see, get my jump range. Oh god, shit, that was the wrong button. Anyway, get my jump range up a bit, and actually, I don't know if I might want to buy a new ship. I cashed in some exploration stuff I did, and I actually have quite a bit of money. Just give me a second here. Just honk that star. And fuel scoop a bit. Always need to fuel scoop. Don't want to get stuck in the middle of nowhere without anything. So yeah. So right. What I wanted to show you. Where was I? How do you actually? Yeah. So as you can see, as you can see, there's, even with the modules I have, you know, if I can get rid of a bit of weight, I can actually get a bit of a better jump range going, and I do have some money, and I could sell this Orca and buy a new ship. I'm actually looking at, God, I've forgotten now. What was I looking at? I was looking at a Great Phantom, maybe, because I just like the look of it. I mean, it's probably better exploration ships, but I'm going kind of always going for looks. I bought this one because at the time I went on this mission, this was like the best exploration ship I could afford. Basically, I also wanted to see what the Orca is, how it works. Like an is it called an Explorer? I think it's called an Explorer. Anyway, yeah. So the plan is to get my ass back in the bubble. To maybe buy a Phantom and outfit that just with stock stuff, because no time to do any engineering stuff. If I keep this ship, I'm gonna ditch some weight. I'm gonna slap a bit of paint on, and then yeah, maybe get a call sign that says press or something, like get a ship ID that says press, because I'm... Ooh, okay. Yep. That star was hot. That was hot. A bit of a sauna now. I don't want to... Oh, did I... Oh, I pushed that button. That's why it's getting so hot. Ooh, sorry. Nearly blew myself up there. Wasn't the star. Was the frame shift drive. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, just get up, you know. I'm actually signed up as press. I want to cover Distant Worlds 2. I missed the first Distant World, and it sounds great. So this is like a thing that'll go on for like, I don't know what, most part of the year, I guess. I don't know if I will stay with it for the whole time, because I just don't know if I can commit to just like doing all the jumps. But I'll definitely be there at the start. I'll cover it. I'll take some screenshots, maybe a bit of video, write about it. I'd actually, I don't know if I can pitch that to somebody. If somebody's interested in me writing about that, I would actually, you know, now being freelance, I could actually write about that for money. But if nobody wants it, I'll just gonna write about it anyway. So I think it's interesting, and I think it's a good exercise. Yeah. And that's about the plan. And there's a lot of jumps between me and there, so I don't know. I won't stream long today. I just want to try this out. I had set up this, set up Elite for streaming. Just wanted to see if it works. It seems to work quite well, actually. So I might actually do this a bit more, maybe over the week. Let's see. I don't know. I don't quite know how much work I'll have this week. Maybe over the weekend. Maybe on Sunday. Maybe I'll just stream Distant Worlds for a bit when we get going, if I can get there. This is all under the assumption that I'll actually make it. I shouldn't rest my arm on this panel here, otherwise I'll just jump by accident again. So let's see. Why is my Stream Deck went to streaming mode, which kind of makes sense, but I kind of wanna see what's happening. I think Distant Worlds is actually in the news, so let's see if what's going on.
Week in review. Here are this week's main stories. The theft of a spectacular work of art has soured New Year festivities for thousands of federal citizens. A colossal hollow sculpture, inspired by the federal insignia, was due to be unveiled to mark
frameshift drive charging.
The start of 3305. But upon activation, the image that materialized was a gigantic cat's face, winking repeatedly. Meanwhile, Professor Catherine
sounds like
admitted that her company's
Reddit still exists. In the future.
So of utopian origin, and revealed that the original material was sold to Vitadine Labs by independent pilots. She offered to return the original cargo to Utopia while insisting that Vitadine be allowed to continue the manufacture of its derived nanomedicines. Sim Guru Pranav Antal has insisted that production cease, however. In other news,
Why?
operations are
I thought
underway for the
Utopia
second
is
distant worlds
for science for every. Oh,
which will
here
see
we
a
go.
community of explorers
Science for
cross
everybody.
the galaxy. The
Fuel scoop disengaged.
expedition will chart a course through the heart of the galaxy, mapping unexplored regions and making new scientific discoveries. It will also involve the construction of a starport dedicated to the study of Sagittarius A. Nearly 4,000...
So that would actually be quite interesting. So I think one of the goals is building a starport at Seg A, which is actually that's quite cool.
commanders are expected to take part. The isolation...
That's 4,000 commanders, I think.
Engage.
Group Nova Imperium has started mustering its forces in the Parisa system, prompting Senator Denton Patrios to issue a statement ordering the ships to disperse. The Imperial Navy must now find a way to quash the threat without it being seen as a massacre of Imperial citizens, which will only fuel further rebellion.
Fuel scooping.
An open order for military supplies has been placed on behalf of the Federal Navy by the League of Zierla. A parallel operation is being run by Imperial faction the Cercer Company.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Both initiatives begin on the 3rd of January 3rd.
I love how war works in this future, where just everybody just gets like independent pilots to just deliver weapons, and apparently nobody cares.
305 and will run for 1 week.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Finally, an initiative run by Herculean Machines, manufacturer of Aura Drive personal computers, has concluded. Multiple shipments of consumer technology, hardware diagnostic sensors, and computer components were delivered to the Glatrum system, which will be used to fulfill a large order from the Federal Navy. And those are the main stories this week.
I must not forget to honk at
Nova
stars.
Imperium musters military forces. The isolationist group Nova Imperium is reported to be assembling its forces in the Parisa
It's
system.
money.
Senator Denton Patrios made this statement. We have evidence that this seditious organization is amassing an armada.
I love that this
Frameshift drive.
okay, I can't say betrays.
In its home system. It consists of ships crewed by Imperator Mordanticus's ex-Navy followers, as well as the private vessels of many misguided citizens. As Admiral of the Fleet,
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I order Nova Imperium to disperse its forces immediately or face the consequences. The Imperial Herald's Cassia Carvalho commented, widespread support for Hadrian Duval has led to Nova Imperium amassing its fleet in a very short time. The challenge for the Imperial Navy is to quash this threat without it being
Fuel scooping.
seen as a massacre of Imperial citizens, which can only fuel further rebellion. Countdown to Second Distant Worlds Expedition.
Ah, here we go again. It's the
Preparations
full
are
news
underway
story.
for the Second Distant Worlds Expedition, which will see a
Frameshift drive charging.
community of explorers cross the galaxy. Science correspondent Leon Banerjee provided an overview for the Vox Galactica media outlet. The first Distant Worlds mission, in 3302, was the last
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
largest fleet expedition in history, and saw over 1,000 ships travel to Beagle Point and back. Distant Worlds 2 has even loftier ambitions,
I'm not quite sure all of them made it.
involving an impressive voyage through the heart of the galaxy, mapping unexplored regions and making new scientific
Fuel scooping.
discoveries. It will also involve the construction of a starport dedicated to the study of Sagittarius A. Project leaders Arimus Kamzel and Dr. Kai report that nearly 4,000 courageous
Fuel scoop disengaged.
commanders will take part, despite the risks involved, in a journey of over 200,000 light-years. Distant Worlds 2 is scheduled to launch in January 3305, with the complete
Frameshift drive charging.
round trip lasting approximately 300 days. Herculean Machines initiative concludes. An initiative run by Herculean Machines, manufacturer of Aura Drive personal
4,
computers,
3, 2, 1. Engage.
has now concluded. Multiple shipments of consumer technology, hardware diagnostic sensors and computer components were delivered to the Blatrum system, which will be used to fulfill a large order from
The what
Federal
now?
Navy. Maddox Hurd, the company's CEO, made this statement. Once again,
Fuel scooping.
I
System
offer my
scan
thanks to the
complete.
galactic community for its support. We're very pleased to become a supplier to the Federal Navy, and we hope that the Uru drive remains in production
The Ulu drive.
Complete.
for a long, long time. Pilots who took part in the initiative can now collect their rewards from Boltzmann Hub in the Blatrib system.
I love that they're saying on the news where you
Temperature critical.
collect your money. Oh god, it's hot star again.
Supplies for Federal and Imperial navies. An open order for military supplies has been placed on behalf of the Federal Navy by the League of Zierla. A spokesperson for the organization gave the following statement. The Federal Navy urgently requires shipments of battle weapons, landmines, and performance enhancers
Frameshift drive charging.
to be delivered to Payson Hub in the Zierla system. A parallel operation is being run by Imperial faction the Sursurco, which announced. The Imperial Navy's Logistics Division has authorized us to process
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
deliveries of battle weapons, reactive armor, and Imperial slaves. The drop-off point is...
Let's get some slaves involved in this war.
Initiatives begin on the 3rd of January 3305 and will run for 1 week.
Yeah, I love the
If the
Imperials.
initiative meets its targets earlier than planned, that campaign will end immediately.
Fuel scooping.
Vitadine admits nanomeds of utopian origin. Professor Catrian Rook has responded to Prana Van Tal's
Fuel scooping complete.
claim that her company's nanomedicines are of utopian origin. I confess that Vitadine Labs did not invent the nanomeds, but neither did we steal them. We were approached by independent pilots who discovered a crashed utopian
Frameshift drive charging.
transport ship. The recovered cargo canisters were clearly medical in nature, so the foragers sold them to us as legitimate salvage.
Legitimate
I would be
salvage!
happy to return the original cargo to Utopia with our apologies.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah,
The
right.
new nanomeds that we have created are our property, however, and I insist that we be allowed to continue their manufacture. Pranav Antal swiftly issued a reply. Any derivative nanomedicines must also be returned to us, and production must cease.
Why?
Technology cannot be used outside Utopia.
Fuel scooping.
I thought you were,
The Interstellar Health Organization
you know,
has
about
said that it will
science
review
and
the case
technology
and
for
make a
everybody. What the hell?
decision. Theft ruins
Fuel scooping complete.
New Year celebration. The theft of a spectacular work of art has soured New Year festivities for thousands of federal
Think I need to
citizens.
reset this
Theo
logo a bit.
Chronograph, culture correspondent for the
I like
Federal
it up
Times,
there.
reported. A colossal hollow sculpture was due to be unveiled at midnight to mark the start of
This.
3305.
Right.
Inspired by the federal insignia, the intention was for the sculpture to be visible above Olympus Village and seen by millions of people. But upon activation, the image that materialized
better.
was a gigantic cat's face, winking repeatedly. The original hollow
Ha
sculpture
ha.
was later discovered to have vanished. The Federal Security Service believes the culprit to be the same art thief who stole valuable works on Alioth and Eotians SA3, both of which were marked with an identical winking cat motif. There are no leads at present.
The winking cat!
Alliance and Federation
Frameshift drive charging.
react to Nova Imperium. The leaders of the Alliance and the Federation have commented on the rise of the isolationist group Nova Imperium. Prime Minister Redmond Mahone told the Alliance Assembly
Man.
the civil unrest
Can't say any names, that thing.
2, 1. Engage.
I mean, system names are
Empire
bad
is an
enough.
internal
But
matter, but it would be a major concern if it resulted in a policy
I like
change
her voice,
regarding
though.
inter-superpower
I
cooperation.
could listen to that all
We
day.
are therefore watching the situation closely. In Congress, President Zachary Hudson said, "If Nova Imperium comes to power and the Empire ceases contributions to each,
Fuel scooping.
our combined defenses against the Argoid threat will be jeopardized.
Uh-oh.
In such a case, the Federation would be forced to intervene in order to
Fuel scooping complete.
safeguard humanity's future."
Sounds like
Independent
war
sources
again.
have confirmed that Federal Navy resupplies have increased in frequency. Fleet maneuvers have also taken place in regions bordering Imperial territory.
Frameshift drive charging.
Doesn't sound good.
Week in review. Here are this week's main stories. Federal Shadow President
Well,
Felicia
I
Winters
think-
has appointed Isolde Rochester as the deputy leader of the...
Oh, we don't do that anymore.
3, 2.
Yeah, so lots of shit happening. But you know, it doesn't really concern you when you just leave the bubble, like I've done for ages, and will do again apparently. If I can get back in time, back in time, back in time. If I can get back in time. Oh god, there's still so many jumps to go. Still so many jumps to go. Right. So that's pretty much the plan. Yeah, I've actually enjoyed getting back into Elite. They've improved some things. I mean, they did this a while back, but I really like that they made the planets more colorful and stuff. That's just nice. I mean, they were like very scientifically correct before, I guess, but just really boring. So you know, a bit of color at the expense of some scientific correctness is actually that's good with me. I like that. I don't know. I haven't done any of the new. I haven't done any missions. You know, I've been in the black for like 8 months or so. I haven't done any of the new. Oh, I just did crap. Right. I didn't do any mining. Obviously, this is not a mining ship. I actually haven't done any of the new exploration. I was kind of just getting. Oh, okay, I was kind of just getting back into this when I then got that mail that, you know, distant worlds coming up, and that stopped that in its tracks. And ever since then, I'm just jumping back. Yeah, I kind of don't know if I really. I mean, I haven't had that much experience, but I have to really look into this. But this whole like, oh god, you see a fucking throttle down and shit. That whole, you know, FSS interface is just. I don't know. Well, I'll show you what I mean. Let's get away a bit. And then you have to throttle down, which I guess if there's any other ships in the system makes you a sitting duck. But in this case, I'm playing solo and I'm in the middle of nowhere, so there's nothing to worry about. Then you have to kind of just like zoom around, and you have like this bar, and then you can zoom in. And how does that work again? Let me see. I can't. Oh god, I've forgotten the buttons. Is that? Yeah, just like it's just like I can't remember what button I put the S and W. So zoom, mouse, chew, and mouse, yeah, and then you just like zoom in, and it's just like, oh, it's just confusing as hell. I mean, it looks good, but it's a bit. I mean, it's like a mini game, I guess. It's just. Crap. So how does, like, you have to kind of align all those things. They have to be on one. I mean, there's obviously like shit next to it here, I guess. And then it's like, is it here? Is it there? What are we doing? I think I have to really like read up on this. So basically, you have to scan like the whole system. I guess it scanned that automatically, and then you zoom in and you do like, I guess that's like a detailed scan, so you don't have to fly to the planet anymore. That's quite cool, because sometimes they're like 10 minutes, 15 minutes away. there's like these. See, that's like something. There's something there, I guess. Right? That's what it's trying to tell me there. But what am I doing? Like how? What? Energy tuning? What? How does this work? Okay. Hi. What? Ah, okay. A and D R. So that was it. So you have to do it like that, and then you can zoom in. Oh God. That's just. I'm not. I'm not sure I can be bothered with that. Not right now. Anyway, I have some flying back to do, man. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that.
Frameshift drive charging.
It kind of looks cool. But what I kind of had wished is that they had just improved the way the system map looks, because that still looks like, I mean, you now have like the orrery, and it's like kind of 3D, but it's not that much better. Let's just jump to the next system and have a look at that again.
Fuel scooping.
Okay. At least you can still do the honking and you get some money for that. That's pretty much good enough for me. You can just get, you know, you fly somewhere, you see nice stuff, you know, on flying by, you can just, you know, you can just make a little bit of money. That's quite cool. So now I haven't scanned anything, so the orrery thing isn't, or maybe there's nothing there. Okay, let's try the next one.
Drive charging.
Charging.
4,
3, 2, 1.
engage.
It should, you know that what? Ever since I've been playing this game, it drives me insane that he says engage. Should be saying engaging. I'm the one who says engage. You know, I'm Captain Picard. You're the computer. I'm saying engage. You say engaging.
Fuel scooping.
The little things that you think about when you spend like 800 hours in Elite. Okay, 45 bodies.
Complete.
That should be something we can look at. Oh. Alright. So that's the old map. And the orrery kind of shows you how this actually looks. I kind of like it because it, you know, it makes sense. Like you can actually now get like a decent feel for what the system actually looks like as a system, but it's still not. It's still not. That still doesn't look good. Like you can zoom into this and then it looks like that. I mean, it's suboptimal. Yeah, so then you can actually, you know, that actually says unexplored. That's quite nice. That's all been discovered by other people anyway.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let's keep going. Yeah, so I think that's gonna be pretty much it for me for now, because I have nothing else to say, because this is just boring. What I'm doing right now is just trying to rush back to the bubble, and I'll usually, when I'm not streaming, I'll just watch Star Trek Next Generation on my iPad, because it's perfect while you're just flying around in a galaxy. But once something interesting happens, I might just start streaming again, maybe when I'm back in the bubble. Or maybe just on Sunday when, you know, when Distant World kicks off.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
We actually have something to interesting to talk about and see how the servers crash, because there are just way too many ships on at one place.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm kind of foreseeing that will happen on Sunday. I really hope I can get back in time. It's looking a little bit unlikely. Yeah, anyway, so
3, 2,
I hope you you enjoy crazy boring shit like this. Like my thing for this year is to just stream more, because now that I'm a freelancer, I can actually do that. I might actually do that, you know, when I currently don't have other jobs,
fuel
instead of just
system scan complete. System scan complete.
hanging out on Twitter. This is at least a little bit productive.
Fuel scooping complete.
Depends how you're defining productive, of course, but I'll just label it productive. Yeah, so anyway, so I hope you like that, and I'll see you around, I guess, for the next time I'm doing something like this. Let me know what you think. As always, I'm on Twitter, Fabsh, Foxtrot Alpha Bravo Sierra Hotel at Fabsh. Hit me up. Tell me how you like this. Or just join the Six Gun Discord. Link is on sixgun.org. See you around. You know, stay safe out there. And yeah, if you're joining DW2, just let me know. Be interesting. Some people to talk to that about already had talked somebody on Twitter. I talked Igwig into joining, I think, so that will be cool. Didn't take much talking anyway. See you around. See you next time. Stay safe out there.